Hello there, everybody. My name's Jacob. It's been a while since I've really done a format like this before, and I am with. Do you want to introduce yourself?
It's me, guys. It's serious. It's Justin. What up?
Serious Justin, what up? My favorite
That's
YouTuber.
what I'm saying now. Okay.
We used to talk about wrestling. Now we just kind of stopped, but we're back again. Not under the same name though, because.
I just kind of stopped doing anything for a while.
I'm
working on stuff though. I'm working on things.
Interesting. So we're gonna talk about wrestling because we feel like it. And one thing
that I kind of like.
I mean, I love it. I'm a fucking junkie.
It's good.
It's good when you watch the right stuff, because there's some stuff that's just really embarrassing.
It's good when you think about everything and watch Wrestling with Regret just to learn.
Yeah, I just watch the recaps now. I really don't watch things live now.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I did watch AEW for the last 2 weeks from my recording, because I'm still recording all of the shows. I don't know why.
You could just watch them for free on Bleacher Report. They have the free replays.
I mean, I'm not paying for it.
It's you don't have to pay for anything. It's free.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not paying for the TV provider either.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also there's fucking also I've been getting a lot into indie wrestling recently, so that's good. Because I got myself IWTV Live in October for about a year, and I've been watching a shit ton of Chikara, which means I get to watch my favorite indie wrestler, Ultramantis Black, also known as if Kamen Rider was a Power Ranger. If Kamen Rider was a wrestler.
No. I mean, Kamen Rider, Power Rangers, but whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, quick question. Is there a way to watch New Japan in America?
Yeah, there's a few. Well, outside of pirating, which always exists.
Always great.
You could. There exists their own streaming service in New Japan World, and they also put clips on YouTube.
You know, piracy's going to become a felony.
Yeah, but yeah. So I want to start. We want to start talking about the big thing that came out from this week. Outside of the fact that Royal Rumble is on Sunday, which we're recording this on Friday. We're recording this before Smackdown, so we don't know anything. If there's any changes to the code, we don't know about them, but I highly doubt they will. The only thing I know they're going to do is tomorrow on FS1 with WWE Backstage, they're going to announce the 30th entry in the Men's Rumble.
Goldberg, obviously.
Oh, hell yeah. He actually showed up on Raw in December, I think. No, not even December. I forgot when it was, but I think it was recently, like a week or 2 weeks ago. I think it was AJ who called him out, and so he showed up, and it was Goldberg, and he had a pyro and everything.
Has Gilbert and Goldberg ever met?
Oh, I don't know. They have not. Cause
I think that's interesting now that Goldberg is.
I at least think so. Let me double check. Goldberg.
I mean, the whole reason Goldberg exists is because, like, making fun of Goldberg in WCW, but whatever.
Yeah. I know, because by the time he was on television, well, if you want to be technical, they have met in a segment on Raw when The Rock was feuding with Goldberg when he debuted. So what happened was it was just nothing more than a slight confrontation.
And speaking of Goldberg,
well, we're gonna get to that later. I want to talk about the network shit because this is important. So I'll explain what happened. So a few years back, WWE Network launched, which was essentially their answer to converting to the new style of TV, which is streaming and shit, compared to
they were oddly early with that.
Yeah, compared to traditional TV pay-per-view.
You know, instead of watching like regular TV and then having to pay for it on prime time or whatever.
Well, I mean,
you just do it.
You still pay monthly either way if you're paying cable or TV, but here instead of paying $40 for a pay-per-view, you pay only $10, which is actually a lot better.
You don't just pay for one pay-per-view. You get all pay-per-views as long as you stay on the streaming service, and you get all the recorded stuff. You get all the
WCW, ECW. The only issue I have with the ECW on the network is that because a lot of wrestlers in ECW used copyrighted music, it fucking ruins it. Because
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the problem.
So like whenever the Sandman comes out, it's always with this terrible dubbed music and everybody's singing along.
It's definitely not Enter Sandman.
They need to just get MIDI versions of all the songs, like these little faulty covers of them. That's what they need to do. But so it's been okay, like in terms of like how it's doing business wise, but they haven't been doing as good as other streaming services, which, for pretty obvious reasons.
I mean, I've had long rants about how stupid the modern streaming service landscape is, but let's focus on what WWE is doing, which is going to Peacock.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. So Monday it was announced that in the U.S., Peacock will be merging with the WWE Network, and it will be starting with March 18th, and it's going to be happening. The first pay-per-view it's going to be in tangent with is Fastlane. Oddly, not WrestleMania, which you would think so, because that is the flagship event, unless they want to make Fastlane into WrestleMania.
I mean, like Fastlane's literally a preamble pay-per-view, because
it feels
Fastlane to WrestleMania. Like Jesus.
It feels like one of those, how do you say, like those network specials that like act as kind of like big events but really don't serve to anything in the WWE canon. That's what that Fastlane feels like to me. Because like Royal Rumble, like it has it's the Royal Rumble, and also Elimination Chamber, it's the Elimination Chamber. It's a fucking awesome match. Fastlane is Fastlane.
I mean, Fastlane just seems like it stole Money in the Bank's look and just said, "Fuck it, we'll make a."
But it doesn't even have Money in the Bank. It doesn't even have the match that makes the Money in the Bank.
It doesn't have the Money in the Bank ladder match. It just has like the gold letters and the green and like whatever.
Woo, going fast. Yeah, that thing. But they're gonna merge it, and there's a lot of benefits to this. But like for example, getting more content for less money, because WWE Network retails for $10, Peacock retails for $5, on the tier that WWE Network is part of, unless you want no ads. In that case, it's $10, which is kind of a stupid thing, but
I mean, it's the same thing that fucking Hulu's doing.
Although Hulu has TV shows you actually care about.
I mean, yeah, Peacock is just kind of boring. Also, I get why it's called Peacock, because, the little bird for NBC, but ew, stop naming things Peacock. Stop it.
Yeah.
I already had this problem with Clue.
Yeah. If you live outside the U.S., it's...
For you.
Yeah. Well, no, if you live outside, you kind of get less of a deal. The only thing that's concerning is that somebody pointed this out on Twitter, and they said that the thing that's going to suck about moving from Peacock to WWE Network is that with WWE Network they had this thing where if you're watching like a pay-per-view, an episode of Raw, little markers in between segments and matches to show, this is for example, Edge versus fucking Gene Snitsky, or this is a backstage segment featuring fucking Shelton Benjamin or somebody. It has that, and you can like search for like specific years of like when like that, like if you want to search S.A. Rios 2000, you get all of S.A. Rios' matches in 2000. I don't think you can get that with Peacock, and that really sucks, because I don't want to scroll through like an entire pay-per-view to get to one match that's like in the middle of the card. So it's kind of it's gonna kind of suck. I mean, I deal with it on IWTV, but that's because it's IWTV and it's obviously of a lower budget.
Yeah, if you're like watching a one-match pay-per-view and you have to sit through all this shit, like
unless you know what time that is on the actual like DVD release or something, you're fucked.
I mean, like if you have to actually watch all of Bash at the Beach 2000 just to get to the main event, oh god.
Or you could just hover over the thing and skip to the end, but even then finding when exactly it starts is, So, like, I wish they carry that over. One interesting thing is that NBC and WWE has always really had a good relationship. like, obviously, USA Network, they're owned by NBC Universal, which,
No. So, this makes me wonder, why did they move SmackDown to Fox? Because Fox is owned by Disney.
I think, so what happened was, I think Fox lost the rights to UFC, like UFC's TV show, so they needed, like, a replacement, and the closest thing they really have, I guess, is, WWE.
Now, what if Fox having SmackDown is a bridge to say, hey, NBC, if you're failing, just come on over to the Disney camp. Just come here. We'll buy you.
Oh my god.
We'll keep making this monopoly. Come on.
The thing is that it has to be, if NBC Universal as a whole is just fucking dying.
Well, the problem with that is that they're owned by Comcast, and they're not failing at all. See, that's the thing. It's Comcast and AT&T doing their thing, and then Disney's on one side doing their own thing.
Yeah, I guess. I don't. Yeah. So, but WWE and NBC always really had a relationship. Of course, they used to broadcast Saturday Night's Main Event in the 80s and early 90s. And then they also would broadcast the Revival in the mid-2000s. And of course, obviously USA is owned by NBC, and they, transfer the content.
What is the rest of ABC's content?
Of ABC or
USA? What is the rest of USA?
USA, there's Crystal Knows Best.
What?
There's that. It's a reality show. There's let me look up USA shows.
Ms. and Mrs. is on there.
Yeah. There's I think Suits. I want to say. No, Suits just ended. Let's see, drama. There's American Ninja Warrior. There's Cannonball.
Oh, American Ninja Warrior's on there.
Yeah. There's a bunch of syndicated programming.
See, if you want to actually watch real athletes, there you go.
They have mostly reality shows.
That makes sense.
I think they used to have like Suits and Mr. Robot, but those have since ended. So, and I think they used to
has put themselves in a better family of programming.
And they used to air like a bunch of animated shows. Like I know they used to air Duckman.
Oh yeah, they used to.
And also the Super Mario Bros. Super Show.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
They used to air a ton of video game like animated TV shows. They used to have Mortal Kombat, Defenders of the Universe, Street Fighter, Double Dragon, Sonic. It's
Okay, back on track.
Okay, yeah, but they have a lot of but I think this is kind of a good merger. It's gonna suck for people outside the U.S., but I wouldn't be surprised if when Peacock does go outside the U.S., like into Canada or into the U.K., they're going to eventually do something like merge it with their version of Peacock, or maybe merge it with some, like I know WWE in the UK airs on BT Sports, so I wouldn't be surprised if they merge it with the BT Sports app, for example. So I think that's pretty much it. You want to talk about AEW right now?
Yeah, let's get on to the actually interesting wrestling here.
So AEW is, in my opinion, it's the best fucking wrestling promotion out there, but there's been a lot of really cool things going on recently.
There are problems, but I can still enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, of course, there's problems, like the women's division still kind of sucks, in my opinion.
See, the thing is that is a large enough problem for me to be very annoyed at it.
Yeah, because like they have so many good women on the roster, like Awesome Kong and Nyla Rose and Riho. They have all these different people, but they don't have.
How did Hikaru?
Yeah, Hikaru.
How did Hikaru win it from Nyla? How did
she
happen?
won it at a Double or Nothing 2020 in a, let's see, what match was it? Results. She won it in a no disqualification and no count out match.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
But the problem I'm seeing is that your champion has been absent for the last couple weeks. Like, where the hell
she hasn't really been wrestling on TV. She's been wrestling on Dark, if anything.
why is the champion on Dark? What the hell?
Yeah. I mean, the women's... But the good thing is I know they're holding that tournament soon.
Well, now they're holding this tournament, and it's like, oh, hey, Riho's back. Right. Great. Awesome. We all want Riho. Yes, we do.
Well, I do.
And it's... I get the whole, okay, we're making it all about Joshi wrestlers and all this stuff, but guys, we have Americans who can do this.
That is true. Nyla, like, I fucking really want Nyla. Well, Nyla as champion was awesome.
I mean, Nyla's fucking amazing. It's like, damn. It's all-inclusive, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, she's actually a good wrestler. She's great.
Yeah, also, there's still, there's a lot of good... Awesome Kong! Where the fuck is Awesome Kong? I know she got done filming with Glow, but...
Oh, yeah, Glow. Is Glow still...
No, it got canceled, but I don't know where she's been. I don't know if she's, I don't know, but I wish she would turn soon, because she's gotta fucking love her, man.
And, the match that we had this week on Wednesday was actually pretty alright.
Oh, which one was it?
I don't know. It was Britt Baker versus Shanna. They say it either way. I think it's Shayna.
Oh yeah, Britt Baker was also really good.
I like what she's doing. She's being that, heel scared. She's basically female MJF.
Oh yeah.
MJF. But I don't know. I'm really rooting for Shanna, Shanna, stupid name. Shanna is pretty cool because she has a great ring attire. I love it.
Ah, that's interesting. Yeah, so,
and every time she's, in the ring alone, she's, doing the spirit bomb thing, and it's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Was she the person who had the DBZ themed,
yes.
Cool.
She had it this week, too.
Oh, cool. I thought that was Chris Statlander, weirdly enough.
Nope, she's doing the stupid alien bullshit, but whatever.
Okay, well, I think AEW's been doing good. Oh, yeah! This is what I wanted to talk about, because it's old news by now, but it's still ongoing, so it counts. So back... December 2nd, I think it was. Mm-hmm. Moxley versus Omega.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you probably already know where I'm going with this, but I'm informing the audience. Don Callis is on commentary, who's been doing commentary for AEW occasionally, mostly for Kenny Omega's matches.
I mean, I think that's what they needed was a heel commentator, because they've been missing that.
Well, they have Taz. Taz is a heel commentator, but he does...
But he's busy with the Taz team and things.
And also doing commentary on Dolk. And fucking around with Excalibur.
Ugh.
Yeah, but, so, what happened was, Don Callis, he comes in, and there's a spot where they both go down, and they're checking up on, I think, Kenny, and Kenny comes in, and, I think Mox gets up, somehow, and then, Don decks him with a microphone, Kenny hits him, Mox with the One-Winged Angel. 1, 2, 3, Kenny Omega's your new world champion. And Don Callis, he runs out with Don Callis, and Don Callis says, as he's being interviewed and leaving the arena, tune in Tuesday night on Impact Wrestling. And that is so fucking cool.
I need to know, are these guys affiliated?
Impact and AEW?
Impact and AEW just saying, alright, we're gonna get together and we're gonna beat WWE, okay?
They're both in a working agreement now.
Alright, that's interesting. I'm probably not ever gonna watch Impact.
Well, Impact, yeah. I watch it every once in a while. It's good.
What channel is it on again?
It airs on Access TV, which is
I don't even know if I have that channel.
Well, the good thing for you is that it airs on Twitch. They air their wrestling matches on Twitch now, primarily.
Who's the creative team there again?
Let me check. Impact.
If I hear the words Vince or Russo, I'm out.
No, Russo's long since. He's doing his own.
God.
He's doing a podcast now.
Yeah, that podcast where he white knights himself all the time.
Okay.
Amazing.
Let's see. So I'm going on the broadcast team. Okay, so the people in the backstage personnel are Conan. Conan is he's a writer now, actually, on the show.
Nice. Moving up in the world.
Jimmy Jacobs is also a writer. He's done some primarily work in Ring of Honor, and I think a lot of the indies. Gail Kim is a producer now, which is really cool. Who else? David Sahadi. I'm probably mispronouncing his last name. He's the creative director. He primarily worked with WWE backstage. He used to be the head writer for WWE from 92 to 2003.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think so at least. So that's a majority of their. Oh, and Aldi Evans, Robert Evans, is a part of the creative writing team, and he used to be a wrestler in Chicago.
Impact is having a bit of a problem right now, aren't they? Or was that a little earlier in the year?
What are you talking about?
With their women's champion?
That was earlier in the year. I can explain what happened, because do you know what happened with her?
I kind of know.
I'll explain just in case. So, Tessa Blanchard's a piece of shit. That's what you basically know. So Tessa Blanchard, she won the Impact World Championship.
Any relation to Tully or no?
Yeah, she's his daughter.
I'll get to Tully in a little bit, but
okay. So what happened was, she won the title, and there was a bunch of accusations that came out. I think for racism stuff, and just a lot of shitty behavior of her backstage. And then when quarantine started, she just wasn't. What happened was a lot of them couldn't really do any work, so they just had them film promos from the houses. She didn't do any of those, really. So that and her backstage and things led her to be. She was fired. Impact title was vacated, and there was a 5-way at Slammiversary to crown the new champion, which with a returning Eric Young and I think Eddie Edwards won that. I want to say.
Oh, that's right, because she won the actual Impact title.
Yeah, she won the
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I would have gone with, okay, the woman we chose is kind of a bitch. Let's take her out and choose another woman, but whatever.
Yeah, and then although granted, Eddie Edwards would later lose the belt to the Eric Young, who hasn't really been seen on TV, I think, anymore. And now that title was also lost to Rich Swann.
I mean, I don't think that they should have completely niched the idea of a woman champion just because the one you chose was kind of awful. But
I mean, I don't really think.
I mean,
I don't really think that though. I think yeah. Although I would love for Rosemary to be the an impact to fight fucking Swan for the world title.
I just think it would be cool if they made it so that titles were no longer gender exclusive. Like have one of your weaker guys just go and win the women's title. The knockout title. Try that. Have fun with that.
I think Impact is the one company that's really doing intergender wrestling since they did intergender wrestling back at Bound for Glory for the X Division title, where Jordan Lynn Grace fought for the X Division title.
Speaking of the X Division, haven't the Young Bucks just gotten larger to you?
I think so, a bit.
Seeing like footage of Victory Road 2011, like those guys are tiny.
Of like Generation Me, yeah, they look so
Generation Me.
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, you're pretty muscly. I mean, you're still not 400 pounds combined, but whatever.
Yeah.
Which one of them is not even 200 pounds that they cannot fill out a 400-pound sheet?
I'm not sure. Oh, speaking of the Young Bucks, I'm actually reading their book right now.
Oh, wrote a book.
It's very good. I highly recommend it.
Now, give me a recap how we got from
AEW
with Matt Hardy to this.
Big Money Matt. Okay, so what happened was,
how did we get this version of Matt Hardy? I thought the whole thing was like the redhead dude or whatever.
So what happened was a little bit after Matt debuted in AEW. Yeah. What happened was, he aligned himself with the Private Party.
Private Party is future money. Like.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, that was so good. So what happened was eventually, after a few months and after the broken gimmick, I think kind of ran its course.
After that got dumb enough that they stopped it.
Yeah, honestly, because it was so good, but they ran it into the fucking ground, to be honest.
I think for me it got dumb once they did the drone shit. Like, why drones? Why?
So what after was, I think mostly on Being the Elite he showed this, but he also showed this on screen. He would slowly go to his old big money Matt persona, which was a heel persona, and a lot of it I think was inspired by the whole, hey, you're not going to go on Twitch anymore situation with WWE. You know that?
Oh, yes.
So,
yeah, I remember that.
they kind of primarily got, inspired by that, and now he's heel, and I think in Private Party's slowly turning heel. I think they already turned heel based on what happened, I think, a week ago.
We lost the one guy who was doing a Vince McMahon impression. Now let's have a second one.
Well, I think it's less of a Vince impression and more of a I'm just gonna exploit you guys for money situation.
That's not a Vince impression?
That is true. That is true.
Got him.
But anyways, back to Impact Wrestling.
Yes.
Yeah. So this whole war between the two companies is fucking awesome because now the Good Brothers are showing up on AEW as the Impact World World Tag Team Champions, and they're teaming with Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks to form what essentially is the Bullet Club, only not named the Bullet Club.
So right after, what was when did Gallows and Anderson leave WWE?
They left WWE back in, I think it was, when was the fucking, the mass filings that happened over the summer.
Oh, I see. Okay, so
they got
in the stuff like that.
Yeah, what happened was they got fired because WWE's a shitty company.
Well,
and
AJ Styles is without his goons now.
Yeah, they got fired, I think, a month after Mania, and 60 days later, they showed up at Slammiversary.
So they got buried at the Boneyard match, and now this.
Yeah. Fucking yeah. But so that's what happened. But back to what I was saying. So yeah, it's really cool. And now also Private Party is going to be facing the Good Brothers for the Impact Tag Team Championship at No Surrender, I think.
It's cool that I just like that I can watch one show and have things from other shows show up. That's kind of cool.
Also, I think it was Rebellion is the next show. Yeah, Rebellion, not No Surrender. I think it's really cool because I think this is what I really want more in professional wrestling as a whole. Synergy between multiple companies. Because
that's kind of what you hoped would happen once WWE bought all the other companies out, but that did not happen.
Well, it didn't work because no TV show wanted WCW because it was a shitty product by the end of the time, and ECW they technically didn't buy ECW to 2005, I want to say, because that's when all the assets were liquidated, and
ECW was just a fucking money shit show at that point.
Oh yeah, like a lot of people shit on Mike Awesome for leaving the company. But realistically, it was a smart idea because he wasn't getting paid as world champion, and he has to make he has to make money somehow. So why not go to WCW?
The fact is that both of these companies were sinking ships, and I think ECW was just a sinking ship on fire, is the thing.
Yeah.
At least WCW was trying. They were trying to, bail out all the water that was coming into this ship. Meanwhile, ECW's having a fucking bonfire over here.
Yeah, with the Philadelphia fans.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so...
Yeah, but I really think it's good, and, we've seen them work well with other companies. We've seen them, because they did some stuff in New Japan at last year's Wrestle Kingdom. They did some stuff with AAA with the whole. They're still doing stuff with AAA now that I think about it. And I think sooner or later Kenny Omega is probably going to get the belt collector type character that what's his face used to have. That Austin Aries used to have.
I mean, like, the thing that kind of confuses me is that how does New Japan deal with the fact that all of their established stars are coming over here now? How do they deal with that?
Well, firstly, they're expanding into the U.S. Well, keep in mind, I don't really watch New Japan that much, but
I mean, the fact about it is that most of the actual big stars in the Bullet Club are now either in Impact or in AEW. I know they've replaced the Bullet Club with other gaijins, but...
Well, they have been working with other U.S. companies. Like, they made recently a deal with, I know, MLW to have Leo Rush compete in the Best of the Super Juniors tournament.
I see. Gone from Bobby Lashley's hype man to this.
Well, Leo Rush is awesome, and that's why I'm really happy.
Wasn't he on, like, 205 Live or something?
Yeah, he was on 205 Live, and I think he might have had the chance of winning the NXT Cruiserweight Championship, but it ended.
205 Live. Why?
Yeah. Also, I forgot to mention this while we're talking about Impact. Zack Ryder is in the company now, as his real name, Matt Cardona.
Oh, good.
Yeah, which is really good, because fucking Zack Ryder is awesome, and it really sucks that he got released after, let's see, how long? After 15 years.
Damn.
Yeah, because he was with the company since 2005 with Deep South Wrestling, and I think later OVW, and now, yeah.
That's what a big game. But I think that's the same feeling I got when Jake Hager came in. Because, like, Jack Swagger was kind of cool, but didn't really work very well.
But now it's really cool.
I mean, Jake Hager's a badass in there.
Yeah, I think because now he's shown to, like, grow and understand, I want to say.
I mean, he's gotten rid of that milk chocolate-looking persona he's got in WWE.
Yeah.
Now that he's been through UFC and all that other shit, he actually looks like he's intimidated.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of UFC, you want to know why Revolution, it got boosted up a week? It was because they were afraid they were going to lose, because the same day it was set to air was because, and I shit you not, apparently I think Jake Paul is fighting or something. And they were posting that on pay-per-view as well. Let me see. What the fuck is going on? Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't want to challenge the video of Jake Paul getting his ass kicked for real, but I can see where they're coming from.
Okay, actually, it's because it wasn't because of Jake Paul. That was because of a different.
I know this is real fighting, like with UFC.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's not Jake Paul. That was a different pay-per-view that they suffered the thing from. It was actually because UFC is hosting a pay-per-view that day, so they don't want to go up against them. Yeah.
Isn't like McGregor fighting again or something?
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I don't fucking follow UFC. It's something I like. I feel like
real fighting. I want fake fighting.
Yeah, I want fake fighting with my cult people doing cult things and trying to get a cowboy to join their group. Speaking of that, let's go to AEW. What are your thoughts on AEW recently as a whole? Not just with Impact, with the whole Impact.
Let's see. So if we go back 1 week to last week, AEW kind of started off with
the birthday segment.
Cells dying just a little bit, but I get it. I get why they're doing it.
I thought it was cute.
I know that it's a nice gesture to Brody Lee and his family, but ugh, God.
I thought it was really good. I mean, the thing is that it's an opening segment. Like, it's not really gonna come back up. It's just kind of there to.
I want once where the cake does not get smashed.
I don't.
Because I don't think that's ever happened.
Look, that's like having a wrestling wedding actually go through as planned.
Speaking
it's not
possible. Beach break.
Yeah. Next week, Kip Sabian and.
Oh yeah, nothing bad's gonna happen there. No.
Yeah, and Chuck Taylor's gonna be the butler.
Speaking of that, if we move past the whole match, because the match was just kind of there, and it's like, Luther and those guys cake. And Serpentico's actually pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I love his look.
It's pretty. I love the mask. It's a nice mask. But
yeah, you can get me with a good fucking mask, man.
Let's hear it for Nero, honestly, because he's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, which one's Nero?
Rusev's gone up in the world.
Oh, you said Miro. I thought you said Nero.
Oh, it's an M. Fuck.
Yeah, M.
It's Miro. There we go.
Yeah, Miro. Yeah, honestly, like I thought he was great in WWE, but they didn't know how to use him well. Because the second he got over, like by his own, WWE was like, "Fuck that, no, yeah, you're gonna be stuck with Bobby Lashley."
Oh yeah, it's not like we did that twice.
Yeah, but
in the span of 5 years.
Yeah, but God, but yeah.
But the segment with Miro and
Chuck Taylor,
the other people,
Chuck Taylor and Kip Sabian,
Penelope Ford. That was the women's match, where I think that was it Layla Hirsch, right?
I want to say yeah.
Yeah, Layla Hirsch is cool. Her boyfriend's a fuckboy, but she's cool.
Who's her boyfriend?
Orange Cassidy.
Oh, wait. You have a fucking... You and your fucking hate boner for Orange Cassidy.
And just that ending scene where he just walks off.
Yeah. He's probably going to get involved with...
Hate it.
I mean...
I don't care if he can wrestle. It's done.
Now, I have a question. Would you be okay if, hypothetically, he goes back to his old Fire Ant persona he had in Jakara?
Actually, when he was Fire Ant, that was some nice wrestling. If you take away the preamble of sitting with your pockets in your hands and being a fucking Instagram douchebag, yeah, you're fine.
So if he just wrestled as himself, you would like more.
He's a fine wrestler. Yeah, you don't need a gimmick to get over, dude. You can wrestle.
Oh, also...
But the scene where he just, like, walks off all sad is hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna leave.
He's probably gonna get involved somehow in fucking...
I mean, somebody has to. It's a wrestling way.
That, or I want to say him or Trent is gonna return.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Trent is a part of Best Friends.
Yeah, Best Friends. I really wish Best Friends were tag team champions because they're my fucking favorite team in the company right now.
Let's see. After that was the Kenny Omega house segment.
Oh.
They're bad actors.
Yeah.
Like, that scene was just kind of ropey, but I don't know. They're good in the ring. Like, I watched the match that they had this week, and that was actually pretty cool. Like, that was a cool 8-man tag. I like that.
Yeah.
And,
actually? So I don't forget about it because I was watching a bit of this week's episode of Dynamite. What are your thoughts on Eddie Kingston?
He's interesting.
He's a great promo guy, in my opinion. He's really good for promos.
I thought the segment with, like, yeah, the altercation that Lance and him had the last week was pretty cool. I like that, and I like Jake. He's fun.
Yeah,
he's a fun guy. But what happened there? So what's the name of the manager that Kenny has again?
Don Callis.
Don Callis.
He used to be the Jackal in the WWF.
Oh, that's right. That's what I know him from.
And Cyrus the Virus in ECW.
He introduced the Oddities. Whoop whoop.
He's with the fucking ICP song.
Yeah.
Oh, when are we gonna get ICP in AEW?
Oh, come on, that'll just piss off.
They have their own company. They have ICW AEW.
Ooh yeah, let's do it. Okay. Okay. So, did they actually beat up Don Callis, or did he just fake that to make Kenny mad? I feel like they actually beat him up because there was sounds.
I don't know. Maybe maybe. There was also that
the guy that they had is like the chauffeur or butler at Kenny's house. Yeah, great, great TV time.
Yeah, and then there was also Cody Rhodes versus Peter Avalon.
Is it just me, or does Peter Avalon look like the Liberty Mutual guy?
Oh my God, he does. He does.
He does. Some glasses.
Yeah.
But he's doing like the stunning Steve Austin thing. It's like, okay, fine. And Kenny's still as good as ever. Like, Kenny's cool.
I want to talk about Cody for a second, because, like, I
mean,
like Cody. I like Cody.
Cool.
Yeah, he's cool, but here's the thing. I always feel like sometimes he kind of puts the focus on him too much. Because,
well,
I mean...
You know, technically right now, he's where Vince McMahon is, like, back in the 90s, where he could still... He's having the battles with the stars, like...
But he's not really in the main event picture.
Yeah, he's not fully in the main event picture. Like, he's not going that far.
I think what I mostly don't like about Cody now is that they were talking, because, like, he always really likes to make fun of, like, WWE and Triple H, because I know wasn't that one segment from Double or Nothing 2019 where he smashes the Triple H throne thing. He does that. He likes to bitch about how Triple H sucks. But he's just fucking Triple H. Him himself is Triple. He does all this grandiose entrance.
I mean, at the very least, he doesn't have a reign of terror.
That is true. Yet.
We'll see. But
yeah.
Yet. I mean, is he still barred from ever challenging for the title?
Yeah, he still is. Unless Kenny somehow challenge.
He did it to himself. Like, I'm not going to become Triple H, okay?
What else happened on last... Oh, there was also a 6-man tag with Top Flight and Matt Sydal versus Matt Hardy and Private Party.
I personally liked that. I liked Private Party. That was cool.
Yeah.
And Top Flight's at least interesting.
And also...
You know, they're just some jobbers, but whatever.
I don't really think they're jobbers, because remember, I think back a Christmas episode of AEW, they got really close to winning the tag titles.
I mean... The thing with Top Flight and with the
Matt Sydal?
Varsity Blondes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Matt Sydal.
Is that both of them are kind of just big white guys with long hair and short hair. Like they're kind of vanilla.
Yeah,
mostly.
I guess.
But they're still good in the ring. And we'll get to the Varsity Blondes later. But we're still talking about this episode.
Yeah. What else happened of note? Well, there was the
After
there was the main event. Do you want to talk about the main event?
Yeah, let's talk about the main event.
Okay, so there was MJF
the entire
versus...
Inner Circle.
Yeah, the entire Inner Circle versus each other. MJF versus Chris Jericho, and Chris Jericho versus Proud and Powerful, and Sammy Guevara and Jake Hager.
Yeah.
Personally, I wish Proud and Powerful got that pick, because Proud and Powerful, they debuted as a tag team, because they were...
So you're talking about... Santana or Ortiz.
Yeah, they were LAX. They were the latest version of LAX in Impact.
Yeah. I mean, they are the established tag team, but it's not so much about the tag team part. It's about the
representing the group.
Story.
Yeah.
And I feel like MJF and Sammy are going to have a match.
Yeah, definitely. I think what's going to happen is Sammy's going to turn babyface.
And you know, the funniest thing about the Inner Circle is that Jericho always gets the biggest pop of the night because they all sing his intro. When you're a heel and you can do that, it's hilarious.
Yeah, well, I think it's because he's at that point.
Good-ass song, though.
He's at that point of his career where anything he does can really get a pop.
I mean, aside from the managers, he's the biggest veteran in the mix.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Aside from
much.
Tully and Arn and all them. He's the longest running one.
Yeah. I think so. Well, Dustin, actually, I think, might be the...
Oh, yeah, that's right, Dustin.
Dustin is probably the oldest one. Do you want to move on to the latest episode of Dynamite?
Yeah, let's move on to the
because I don't think there's anything else of note.
The Sting thing.
Well, yeah, Sting. Yeah, Sting's finally returning.
Sting's back, but I thought they were going to do a match this week. No, it's at Revolution.
Yeah.
Great, you have to wait till March. Awesome.
Well, I mean, I guess it's good, so in that case, he can have time to prepare.
The build was saying it was this week, but nope.
No, it's always been at Revolution. Yeah. There was Lance Archer versus Eddie Kingston.
That was an interesting match, and I liked the dirty finish, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty
backhand to the future with I also, one thing I want to mention, because I don't think I've ever talked about it, Lance Archer. You look at him in 2008, 2009, when he was Vance Archer in WWE. Look at him now, two different people. Like, so fucking crazy. Look up
Archer.
WWE. Yeah, it's fucking.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like two different people.
It really is.
Yeah, like one's this scrawny little white kid, the other one's a fucking murderer.
You got a guy. Damn.
Yeah.
And I applaud how long and beautiful that braid is. Like, damn.
Oh yeah.
That is some work right there.
That he honestly looks pretty fucking
red
terrifying.
braid thing is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, so there was that.
Put him against Braun Strowman any day. We'll see what happens.
Oh yeah. There was also the Varsity Blondes versus Jericho and MJF, which I heard was pretty good.
Yeah. Varsity Blondes, another kind of white meat tag team who just are kind of there. One of them's the kid of Brian Pillman, right?
Yeah, Brian Pillman Jr., who is actually going to be featured in the upcoming Dark Side of the Ring Season 3.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they announced a few of the episode's topics this week. I'll share hold on, Dark Side.
I would watch that live if Vice wasn't goddamn awful with their commercials.
I mean, I think they're pretty.
Their commercials are constantly conspiracy theory bullshit.
Oh, that is true. They do like to air a lot.
We were watching the American Top Gear on Vice, and every single commercial was QAnon. Like, God damn it.
I mean, I haven't been watching Vice that much. I remember,
no one does. It's Vice.
I mean, I remember used to watching the like nightly news coverage. Well, let me look up I want to look up Dark Side of the Ring stuff right now. Hold on. Side of the Ring.
I mean, while you're doing that, the match between them
and the Varsity Blondes.
I really agree that MJF really is amazing. Like, he is great.
Oh yeah.
And I knew going in that the Varsity Blondes were going to lose, but they were still really good.
Okay, so the topics that are going to be covered in Season 3, just so I don't forget about it, these are Flying Brian Pillman, which is going to be the season opener, FMW, which is a Japanese promotion that Hayabusa used to wrestle in, which has connections to the Yakuza, XPW, Extreme Pro Wrestling, which was like ECW but on the West Coast, and has a lot of shady shit a part of it. And they actually jumped ECW at one of their pay-per-views. Nick Gage, who is an independent wrestler, mostly in the like hardcore stuff. Like, he wrestles a lot in CZW and GCW. He robbed a bank. That's what he's really known for. But he's served his time and made a lot of interesting stuff now. The WCW and New Japan Collision in Korea pay-per-view, which will definitely be interesting. The Smith family, which includes Rockin' Robin, Sam Houston, and Jake Roberts, along with Grizzly Smith. So that's going to be interesting. And Ion Couteau, a.k.a. Johnny K9 and Bruiser Bedlam, whose claim to fame is, I think, murdering somebody.
Oh, great.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Legal problems. He was a member of Satan's Choice, a biker gang, convicted of assault and trafficking cocaine and bombing a police station. Yeah, this guy is... Yeah.
Great. Awesome.
But back to AEW. What else was there?
What was after the...
Cody responding to Shaq.
Oh, great. Shaq's here. Awesome.
Yeah. It's going to be a mixed tag match at, I think, probably Revolution. Where it's going to be him and Red Velvet teaming up with him and Red Velvet going against Shaq and Jade Cargill. It would have been Brandy, but she's pregnant now.
The part of me that thinks too far ahead is thinking, are we going to have another generation of Rhodes?
That's going to be pretty interesting to see. I mean,
it's like 30 years.
Well, probably 18, 20 years from now.
Yeah, once we're all full-on adults, and we'll look back on this year and say, wow, that was bad.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, so it was pretty much that.
Segment,
yeah, I heard, yeah. Hangman versus Dolph Ziggler's brother. Yeah, it's a thing. But what happened was Matt Hardy came down in the ring afterwards and kind of offered Adam a place in his faction, and
so he's just getting bombarded with heel asses at this point.
Well, not heels. Well, Dark Order isn't heels anymore. They're baby faces.
How is a cult a babyface?
Well, I think. Well, it's because if you've seen them on Being the Elite, they're nothing.
In real life, but Jesus.
I know that, but even in storyline on Being the Elite, they're completely different from how they're presented on the screen.
These black mask wearing face paint guys who are like an online fucking Heaven's Gate cult at this point are good guys now.
Well, I mean,
really?
How the fuck is The Undertaker and Kane baby faces every once in a while?
I don't fucking know. It's like, come on.
I mean,
But would they be baby faces if not for Brody Lee? Would they?
I mean, yeah, but the thing is, in this situation, they kind of have no other real way of doing it. They can't really get around with it because.
I mean, yeah.
So it's kind of like hands tied, and they already kind of acted like goofs on Being the Elite. Because you go back and see their shit, they're completely different from what they're on TV.
Like Silver and Colt Cabana are basically the goofs of the group, but whatever.
Yeah, well, so is Eva Uno and Stu Grayson. Like
Stu Grayson can fucking rip, like damn.
Oh yeah, I love Eva Uno. I just want to say that he's awesome. He used to be Player Uno, in the Indies.
Okay, so
there was Dax Hallwood versus Jungle Boy, with.
I really like that actually.
What this match?
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah,
match.
Cool. Do you think Jungle Boy can like one day be future like TNT champion or something?
I mean, that's always what got me with Jungle Boy and all of them, is that Jungle Boy is the one that's actually gonna like really go places. Like
not even Luchasaurus
is a big guy. Luchasaurus is a big guy. He'll be in big guy matches. But
well, he can also.
Scrappiness.
Well, he can also do like lucha spots. Like I've seen him do like fucking moonsaults and stuff.
Of course, the whole like being an actual dinosaur or some shit, that's a bit much, but still cool.
Honestly, the thing is, from what I've heard, his whole thing is that like he's a dinosaur, but he has a profession in medieval history, which is an actual shoot thing. He fucking has it, and he's essentially like
third wheel over here.
Malco Stunt, who's I like Malco. He's good. He can wrestle. He can also sing pretty damn well.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, but one interesting part of the match is the whole stipulation was Cash Wheeler and Tully Blanchard.
So this is the match. This is the match that This part of the match that interested me because after they got Tully and the other guy, Dax.
Yeah, Dax Hall. No, Cash Wheeler.
They got Cash and them away from Luchasaurus, and then Tully and them get in the ring, and then Tully goes up onto the ropes and does a move. Like, damn, he can still move. Guy still got it in him.
Oh, yeah. And also, after the match, they fucking dehorned Luchasaurus. Which is, I mean, it's a good heel move because Luchasaurus is, like, fucking awesome, and he's really over with the crowd.
Like, I don't hate Luchasaurus. It's just, I need to see him in more matches. I only watched him back when he was feuding with MJF.
You can probably look up his stuff in Lucha Underground, which I know he's really good there.
I'm a big Lucha guy. I think the Lucha mask is the most versatile thing a wrestler can do.
Oh yeah,
like anything.
Oh yeah, like fucking yeah. Well, I would say that and face paint.
Yeah, face paint can be anything, but face paint comes off easily.
That is true.
So the Lucha mask can be like Rey Mysterio, Rey Fenix, Pentagon, fucking Luchasaurus, Serpentico. They can all do such interesting things with it.
Muda to an extent. Muda's used masks. Ligo.
Yeah,
La Polka, my boy.
Yeah.
I love La Polka because he's one of those people.
Psychosis, man.
Psychosis, yeah, fuck yeah. I just want to watch Lucha stuff now. You're making me want to tune into like 97 WCW.
Just watch some fucking Mucha Lucha or some shit.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, that reminds me. I was watching a bit of it the other day on the network. They have. So in the 90s, WCW tried to do this TV show pilot thing where it was just all of their Lucha stuff. And it's a full match, and it's like it's a full like hour-long show where it's like a who's who of 90s luchadors, and you have like La Polka and Psychosis and Juventud Guerrera. I think Eddie's on there. I know Ray's on there also. It's really cool. Then they have a lot of 6-man tags on there.
Speaking of wrestling TV shows, is the Big Show still a thing?
No, it's canceled. It got canceled after one season.
Fucking duh.
Not after a Christmas special, and also some crossover event thing.
The best thing I saw the Big Show in that wasn't wrestling was he was in an episode of Van Helsing. Which is really? Cool.
Wow. Yeah. Shanada versus Dr. Britt Baker was a thing.
It was a thing, and I like Shannon, Shanna, whatever the fuck, however you say her name. Britt Baker's there, and like she's got the other chick on the side.
Yeah. And also Thunder Rosa returned at the end.
I think Thunder Rosa can be cool.
Oh yeah. Cool. Like, she has a great look, and also that face paint of hers is really good.
What is it with AEW face paint people and doing only half the face? You got Dustin, Darby, Thunder Rosa. Like,
Sting has a full face paint.
That's his thing, though.
Yeah,
but
and to an extent, if you want to count it, Pentagon does have face paint on those masks.
You only see his chin, though.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, Sting. Yeah, the fuck. Well, we already talked about that.
That was an interesting promo. I like that.
Well, yeah, I liked it. It's a very different style, and also I want to mention this because just so I don't forget about it. I like how in AEW everybody has like a distinctive style for cutting promos. Like Moxley, like you take 5 promos from 5 different people. Moxley. Oh yeah, he likes his.
That was the funniest fucking promo.
Yeah,
I like sex in the morning.
I like sex. I like my BO code, my coffee hot, my water room temperature. Which honestly, yes, because that's something that. Fucking, I know.
I'm sorry. I like an ice cold water. Okay.
Yeah, and I like my sex in the morning because I like to stay. Yeah. Well, that's the first time since Val Venus we know when we know how somebody has sex. And also in the main event, it was Dolph Ziggler versus Young Bucks and the Good Brothers.
I mean, can we just call them the Bullet Club at this point?
No, because the Bullet Club is owned by New Japan.
Come on, we're friends here. Come on.
They already have a Bullet Club of their own anyways.
Damn it.
Yeah, Kenta is, I think, one of the lead... No, Kenta or Evil might be one of the main leaders of it. Let me look it up.
I mean, at least WWE just called them the Club.
Yeah. Or like Balor Club, and if they were teaming up with Finn Balor.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Let's see, who's the leader?
What is his career doing right now?
He's currently NXT champion. Yeah, he's he's NXT champion, and he's doing really good as a heel.
What are they doing with that, though?
Well, he's currently. I think he's either feuding with.
Is he world champion above or below the IC champion?
I think it's above because NXT is being treated as like a third brand. I think in terms of like the hierarchy for world champions in WWE, it's NXT, Universal, WWE.
Okay.
So that's, I think, how it's going. Right now, I'm not watching that much NXT, so I can't really tell you exactly, but I know it's something involving Kyle O'Reilly, and I think what's-his-face is going to return soon. The dude that got injured afterwards, who was it? Karrion Kross. That dude.
Okay. So... the main event was...
It was Dolph Ziggler versus Young Bucks and Good Brothers. Which, I heard it was good. The only thing is that,
I thought that once... what the fuck is his name? The guy with, like, the lines on his face.
Stu Grayson?
Yeah. Yes, Stu Grayson actually went on a hot streak, and that was actually pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
And the point where Silver... wanted Gallows in was just kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like, Gallows is fucking Undertaker size, and he's like...
Yeah, Silver likes to do this thing, even on the indies. Like, there's this match with him facing off with Nick Cage in PWG, where he likes to wrestle, like, big guys, and he actually can out-wrestle them. Like, Like,
I mean, it's not always the size that matters.
Yeah, as we've seen with Rey Mysterio 5 billion times when he's ever his WWE.
I mean, in that case, the size does kind of matter or the writing matters at that point.
Yeah.
Because fuck.
If he's world champion, then you get fucking squashed by Mark Henry.
Right. Great. Awesome. Cool.
Yeah, but anyways, the match happens. It's really good from what I've heard, and after
the Young Bucks can definitely be good wrestlers. I like that.
Yeah, and at the end, Moxley comes down and charges Kenny Omega with the paradigm shift.
Yeah, Moxley and the other guy. There's two. Oh yeah, Ray Phoenix comes in and he does stuff.
Ray Phoenix and they're gonna be teaming both up with Pac at Beach Break, which sounds like
match makes me think, who's the heel?
I want to say the heel. Well, the heels are definitely Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers, because Pac is, I think, kind of a face.
The bastard Pac. What a great baby face.
I think if anything, he's a tweener.
Oh, and in this match, there's a couple of stunners. Are they allowed to say that?
I mean, the word stunner isn't copywritten by WWE, Justin.
Is the stunner the move copyrighted by WWE?
No!
Okay, I'm just making sure here. I just want to be like, wham! Wham!
Yeah, but I'm excited for that. One thing I do like with AEW is that they only have pay-per-views like every season, so it's not something like, hey, every month is a pay-per-view. Special events on like free TV actually mean something a lot of the time.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
But like, the thing with WWE is that they do a monthly schedule, so it's weird.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it for AEW. You want to finish this off with... what were you going to say?
I'm trying to think. What am I saying?
You gonna... I
had something, but now I've lost it. So go ahead.
Okay, finish this off. We're probably going to talk about the Royal Rumble and probably give our predictions, because I do want to...
Who's already been confirmed?
Okay, confirmed for people for both the men's and women's. So far, only 17 out of 30 have been announced. These being Daniel Bryan, Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Otis, Miz, Jey Uso, Cesaro, Jeff Hardy, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Shinsuke Nakamura, Big E, John Morrison, Sheamus, Mustafa Ali, and Edge. And there's probably going to be more on Smackdown tonight they're going to announce.
I really want to know, AJ Styles, I wonder if he has like a bad year, if he'll move back over to
AEW?
The other side, because like AJ Styles has had things with Impact and Japan. It's like he would probably be cool in a...
I think he's gonna move. He's gonna move back to AEW. He's gonna move to AEW, and that's probably gonna be his last wrestling, big wrestling run, because the guy is, how old is he? He is.
As we've seen with
Tully,
he's
40. He's 43, but he has kids, like really young kids. He has like a few, and he probably wants to be there for him. So
we know how this ends, like with stuff like that. But anyway,
we're just fucking depressed over here. Okay.
Sorry.
Jesus.
You were talking about like, oh, he's got kids.
Well, I mean, yeah. Anyways, so.
Was that like who's the guy who keeps saying I have
Heath Slater? He used to say that before he got fired.
Oh right.
For realsies. And then they had this really funny campaign on Impact where it's like Heath for Impact, and he goes around like this is some sort of like fucking low budget PSA, and it's like, look, it's Rhino from the Wild, and it shows Rhino posing, and it just plays a stock sound effect, and Heath says, "Why are you standing like that?" That was really good.
We're doing like some Zack Ryder shit over here.
Yeah, it was really good, and they've got fucking a bunch of people. They got like a Simon Cowell to cameo in there, because they paid a bunch of people on Cameo to like say Heath for Impact. That sounds good. And also, they got D'Lo Brown to voice the support.
Right. in the last week's episode of AEW, since Sammy and Hagar were teaming, they got Sammy Hagar to say that I hope they win.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was pretty cool.
But with the women's side, it's Nia Jax, Charlotte Flair, yes. Bianca Belair, which who's probably going to win the Rumble now that I think about it. Bayley, Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, Peyton Royce, Alexa Bliss, Shayna Baszler, Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, and Tamina. And now, who do you think is... That's it. That's the 12 people that I want to think. Now, who...
All right, so that's only 12.
Yeah. Now, who do you think is going to win either Rumble? Like, if you have, like, a general idea. Like, you don't have to pick, like, somebody in particular. Like, maybe...
Wasn't Edge going to be in this Rumble?
Yeah, Edge is in this Rumble.
I don't know. I feel like I'll hedge my bets on him at least having a good spot.
I think... 3 people I have in mind for picking it. I think it's either going to be Mustafa Ali, which probably won't happen because...
Oh, Mustafa. Please.
Yeah, Mustafa, actually. Mustafa. But I'm hoping, he does. Shinsuke, because he's been pushed as this really big babyface recently. And maybe, I want to say Cesaro or Daniel Bryan. Those are like my top.
Cesaro's screwed, obviously, but maybe.
Well, no, he's been kind of pushed recently.
Huh. Well, yeah. We'll see how that ends.
SmackDown has been consistently better than Raw in every way.
I mean, isn't that kind of the thing?
Yeah. It's what happens when you have... Oh, actually, probably Seth Rollins might return for the Rumble, now that I think about it.
What is his gimmick right now? What is he doing?
Well, his whole thing was the Messiah gimmick, but since everybody left him, he's just kind of this person who, like, thinks he's still this kind of Jesus figure, I think.
I mean, like, I don't know. He's just kind of lost his mind, kind of.
I think he's probably crazed right now. Who you think? Oh yeah, so you think Edge?
Ever since that match with the Fiend, he's kind of been on a downward spiral.
Yeah, which I think is the good narrative they're going with.
I think so. Like he might be fun to see in another title match, but
Big E also might win the Rumble. Now that I think about it, because Big E they've been really pushing him home.
What's the prize for winning this Rumble?
Dude, what do you think it is?
A WrestleMania match?
A match with either Universal Champion or WWE Champion at Mania.
And Drew McIntyre's Universal?
Drew McIntyre's WWE.
WWE.
Roman Reigns is Universal.
Right.
Who do you think's going to win the Women's Rumble?
Well, I don't know who's really big right now. Who's
Bianca
Belair right now?
Bianca Belair, and
right now,
I guess Alexa Bliss with her fucking fiend power things.
She's got a weird like fucking Annabelle doll.
Trying to be, it's one of those WWE thinks that that kind of shit's scary.
Girls from The Shining or something.
Yeah,
that creepy, cute things.
Theme park horror attraction, basically.
I don't know. I'm getting kind of like a Harley Quinn vibe off of
that too, I guess so. I mean, I think Bianca Belair might
think
win.
That would be cool to see her have a run, but I don't know if she's gonna win.
I think Bianca Belair is gonna win probably because
I'll hedge my bets on that. I mean,
there was that documentary that just released about her. She's also been featured on TV prominently, and she's.
I mean,
a lot of people really like her.
There was a documentary about R-Truth during that Saudi pay-per-view, and that didn't happen.
That is true. But granted, that was a Saudi Arabia event, and those aren't to canon.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. But I want to know, where has Rhea Ripley been in the last couple weeks?
I think she actually might return at the Rumble. No, wait, I think, is she in NXT right now?
I thought she moved up.
Maybe.
Had like that battle with Charlotte and stuff.
Let me double check.
That was for the NXT title. It was just on WrestleMania.
Oh, she is. She is currently. I think she's the NXT Women's Champion right now.
No, that's.
Oh, Io Shirai.
Io, whatever.
Never mind. But she is in NXT right now.
Okay, so this isn't including NXT, is it?
I don't think so.
Because Shayna's on Raw or something.
Shayna Baszler's on Raw.
What is her story right now?
Well, her and Nia Jax were reigning women's tag team champions,
favorite.
Until Charlotte returns with Asuka. And,
God.
yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
Anyway.
I wish she
I
wins
don't know.
the
I think you're probably right. Bianca's probably going to take it, but we'll see.
There's also Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns in a last man standing match.
Roman.
Yeah,
Go
Roman. Roman's gonna win and lose at Mania. That's what I hope, at least.
Of course he is.
Well, I mean, that's because Roman's like the ultimate fucking heel right now. So I think it's good for like a mega babyface to take him down.
I'll be fine if a good babyface takes him down, but not Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens.
I don't really get your problem with Kevin Owens. He's awesome.
I don't really have a problem with him. It's just like he's kind of boring. He's channeling that Steve Austin, but he's boring.
I mean,
he does the stunner too, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think it's because
here's a problem with doing a stunner in WWE. You're gonna get compared to the other guy who did a stunner.
Yeah, I thought he was really good in like the Performance Center era because you get to see a lot of his personality from like him just doing commentary and stuff. Oh, one thing I want to see at the Rumble, like number 21 or something. Samoa Joe's music plays, and he gets out of the commentary desk and just fucking annihilates everybody.
Huh, he's on the commentary right now.
He hasn't wrestled since January last year.
Really?
Yeah. Like, and it sucks, because Joe's awesome, but I think he might be slowly retiring, because he's been doing this.
Yeah, he's got the Taz syndrome, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, if he has the Taz syndrome, at least then he could be a really good commentator.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. How long has Samoa Joe might be cool. How long has Samoa Joe been wrestling for? He's been wrestling since he's 41 right now. Since 99.
Right?
Yeah, 99. So he's around 2000, so about 21 years. So I wouldn't be surprised if, you know,
he was like the original story Impact guy, you know?
Well, he started out in primarily Ring of Honor and was their world champion for, I think, about
Ring
a year.
Of Honor. What are you doing?
Well, they put on... They're not really doing that much. They're doing okay. They did sign Danhausen recently. I just wish they would sign Warhorse, because I love Warhorse.
I don't know, I need to watch more indie.
Yeah, to just get fucking... Yeah, just, you could probably watch a lot of this stuff. Yeah, anyways, Drew McIntyre versus Goldberg. I swear to fucking Christ, if Goldberg wins wins that title, I probably won't watch WWE for a long time.
If it's a squash match, I'm done.
Yeah, me too. Because Goldberg's like the new Undertaker. He's like, I'm gonna come in, fucking do my thing, bury somebody, put somebody over, leave and then leave and get my millions of dollars.
He's an old guy. That's the problem. He's a part of the old guard, and he's just constantly putting himself back in. Hey, remember when he didn't like Vince McMahon? Well, now we got this.
Don't you know, Goldberg's only in his prime. He's in his prime. He's getting his first title shot 21 years in. That real young up-and-starter Goldberg. He has so many things good for him in the future. Squashing the Fiend, putting somebody over at Mania without really putting them over, then squashing somebody again to pop a rating.
Hasn't he won the Universal Championship like twice now?
Yes! He defeated Kevin Owens.
Really?
He defeated Kevin Owens in 3 fucking seconds at Fastlane.
Really making that title feel good, right?
Yeah. He defeated Kevin Owens, and then he defeated The Fiend at Super Showdown.
So the Universal title is a part-timer's belt, basically.
Yeah, because also Brock was the dominant champion for the longest time. Because the lineage went...
Didn't he?
What?
Seth Rollins won it at that Mania, right?
Yeah, well, he won at... He won at WrestleMania 35. The list of champions for Universal goes... It went from... What was his face? It went from Finn Balor.
Finn Balor was first. Right?
Yeah, but then he got injured the day in that match, so he had to, let go. Then it was Kevin Owens, who held the belt for a little almost 200 days. Goldberg, who would then drop it to Brock Lesnar at Mania 33. Roman Reigns,
of course.
who vacated it due to leukemia.
Were there any goodbye chants?
No, I don't think so.
Damn.
Then it was vacated because of Roman's illness. Brock Lesnar won it at the Saudi show. Then it was Seth Rollins at Mania 35.
I think that was the one time the Saudi show was canon.
Yeah, I think so. Then it was Seth Rollins at SummerSlam, who won it back from Lesnar after he beat him at Extreme Rules. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, won it on Halloween, which I would have to say is actually the most fitting thing ever.
That was the part when the Universal Championship kind of got cool.
Yeah.
The Fiend is awesome.
Oh, yeah. He had that really good strap match he had with Daniel Bryan at Royal Rumble. That was really good.
Then the Hell in a Cell match happened.
Yeah. Well, that was that was when Seth Rollins was champion. So that doesn't count. Oh, I still fucking hate that match. Anyways, Goldberg won it then at Super Showdown.
I'm really glad that the Jey Uso
Roman Reigns thing was
did not get stopped, because fuck that.
Oh yeah, and that match was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
it should have not opened. It should have not opened the match. Opened the pay-per-view though. Opening the pay-per-view. Yeah, it should have been. But then the main event was Randy versus Drew. Which, fair enough, it was a good match, but alright.
Also, is the Fiend dead?
I think it's gonna be one of those things where like he's presumed dead, but he's actually like alive and probably comes back stronger or whatever. Kind of like a Jason Voorhees situation.
I will say that the Inferno match has become a darling of the we don't have a crowd so we can shoot whatever we want thing, because it's actually cool.
Yeah.
When you can burn a dummy in real life.
Yeah. And then it was Braun. Then Fiend got it back again at because what happened was it was SummerSlam. He won it at SummerSlam, but Fiend's reign was short because I think a week or two later it was Payback, and it was a triple threat match, and Roman Reigns showed up near the end and just fucking killed Bray Wyatt, who was then moved to Raw.
Roman Reigns will bury anyone.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, at least he's doing in that really fucking good heel persona. Yeah.
I do like the Tribal Chief thing. That's cool.
Yeah.
Although, are they going to get The Rock back for this?
I really the thing is that
the point.
Yeah, I'm gonna say so. I'm gonna hope eventually.
It's a Samoan thing, so you gotta have The Rock.
I'm gonna hope that he does eventually.
Also, Nia Jax should be there too. Samoan.
My wish was that eventually, since this year it was originally gonna be at Hollywood, that it was gonna be Rock versus Roman. But either way, I hope it's gonna be Rock versus Roman.
Back to Florida, hooray!
The only thing is that, in my opinion, it has to be non-title. Like Roman needs to lose the title eventually, because it should not be for the title, which is what I
definitely don't want Rock to put Roman down and take the title. That would be lame.
I think if anything, what would be cool is it's going to be what might happen is maybe it could be something like a loser leaves WWE or loser retires.
You could have a Rock retirement match then.
Yeah, a proper one, because the last one he had was that. The last match he had was that 6-second match at Mania 32 where he squashed the Wyatt family with John Cena.
Oh god, but he's never really had a real retirement. He's just kind of left.
Yeah, because even then the match before that was Cena versus Rock for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 28 or 29, I want to say.
Yeah, that build-up that ruined The Miz.
Well, no, that was wrong WrestleMania. That was WrestleMania 27.
Well, that was the Mania before where they built the match between Cena and Rock.
Yeah,
because The Miz just got shunted that way.
Yeah.
Concussion too.
Also, there was the final match on the card, which is Asuka and Charlotte Flair versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. I
want to watch that.
Yeah, I hope Jax and Baszler win back their titles, because the thing is that Charlotte and Flair, Charlotte and Asuka, they're not booked well. Like, they're in separate storylines. Because fucking Charlotte's dealing with... Ric Flair, why are you so horny? You're a married man.
He's Ric Ric Flair. That's why he's horny. Fucking
You're risking.
Wheel and dealing.
Did he forget? Did he forget that Drew had a quarantine because he was in contact with somebody from fucking COVID? You're risking your life. You can get digital pussy now, Rick.
Oh God. Okay. Back on track here. What's Asuka doing right now?
She's one half of the tag.
Where's the pirate chick? Where is she?
Kairi Sane, she left the company.
What? God damn it.
Well, she left as in she went back to Japan and she's gonna be an ambassador for the company overseas. So whenever they start NXT Japan, I guess that's when they're gonna.
Yeah, that's totally happening.
They're gonna fucking take Kota Ibushi from New Japan, probably. God.
Stop stealing from New Japan. Steal from all Japan. Fuck all Japan.
Why fuck all Japan?
I don't know.
What they really need to take is...
Just fuck Giant Baba. How's that?
Giant Baba's dead.
I don't care.
God. No, we really need to screw over Antonio.
Antonio?
Antonio Inoki.
Oh, that's right.
With his fucking Inokiism and deciding, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put wrestlers in a shoot fighting match.
Is Inokiism why we have the Brawl for All?
No, I don't think. Well, let me check.
Well, I know that Vince Russo didn't actually ask Antonio Inoki if they could do this. I just think that that's the same philosophy.
Okay, let's see. When did Inokiism start? I think Inokiism started 99. So this would have been a full year. Well, no, this would have been around the same time that the Brawl for All started. So...
The thing is that the Brawl for All is kind of the same idea as Inokiism, which is wrestlers doing real shoot fighting.
Yeah. But, I mean, the thing is that I think with that, it's also going the other way around, so they want shoot fighters to go.
I mean, that's how we have, like, Ken Shamrock and
Ronda Rousey
and Jake Hager.
Mike Knox.
Yeah.
The fuck happened to the guy? I don't even know.
Remember that fight pit match that...
that was actually pretty cool. But also, fuck Matt Riddle.
It was Owen and Shamrock, right?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one they had in NXT recently.
Oh, no. The one a while ago.
Yeah. But I think it was also Dan Severn and Ken Shamrock also fought in that, too.
Oh, Dan Severn. You're amazing.
I think that's pretty much it. We kind of covered all of it.
Now we're just talking about wrestling.
Yeah, which is what we do, but... Yeah.
Well, we're talking about other wrestling. Yeah. So, the Rumble's coming up. We'll see I guess we'll learn what
Let's hope that we
won't
be in the darkest timeline. I really hope. Because if fucking Brock wins the Rumble and Goldberg wins the fucking title, I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
Another match between Brock and Goldberg. It's great.
Yeah. See, this is why I watch independent wrestling, because independent wrestling's stupid and it knows it. Like, fucking... I've said this like 50 times, I love Chikara. I just wish Chikara was still around, because they shut down the last year. Because Mike Quackenbush, the owner, is a shithead who...
How's Lucha Underground?
It's dead!
Damn it.
What happened was, they went on hiatus, and... and I think one of the writers said, hey, this isn't going to happen anymore because AAA is doing their own thing and half the stars are signed to AEW or WWE anyways, so it's pretty much kind of
dead. That's kind of the thing with the current landscape, is that if you're not on one of these television... That's the same problem we had in the 90s, is that there's so many people that are already contracted, smaller... things.
Well, the good thing is that now, with the rise of independent wrestling, is that in the internet especially, any independent show could run their own pay-per-views and stuff and be well known. Like, there's a ton of indie wrestlers
That's kind of the thing, is that unlike in the 90s where you had a bunch of shitty feds that are terrible, We have actually good independent feds.
Yeah, and ones that have wide variety. Like, there's strong style, there's hardcore, there's death matches, there's,
Do people actually die in those?
Well, in death
call
matches?
It a death match, it should actually be a death match.
Well, unless you count the ultimate death match.
Find a country where you can do gladiator shit and actually have gladiators. That would be hilarious.
Yeah. I think, no. There's been people close to dying, I want to say, but not.
I mean, if you do it in America, that's just straight up murder, but whatever.
But, yeah,
we're not gonna go New Jack over here, are we?
Yeah. But I think that, yeah, but that's the good thing about indie wrestling now, because you can have, like, stupid shit, you can have fun shit, you can have, the fucking spots, the spot fests. That's really good. Like, MOW, I heard, is doing really good with this stuff. And they have La Polka and the Von Erichs.
Oh, the Von Erichs.
The new generation of the Von Erichs, to be exact. They don't have fucking...
Well, yeah, the other generation's kind of mostly dead.
And also, Kerry Von Erich is, like, in his 60s now, I think. I think, was it Kerry that's still alive? The Texas Tornado.
No.
Texas...
No, it's not Kerry, it's the other guy.
Oh, I thought... Oh, yeah, Kerry's dead.
Yeah.
Who was it?
God.
Let me look it up.
He was in the special. I forgot his name. He was in the Dark Side of the Ring thing.
Let's see. There's Kevin. Is it Kevin that's still alive? Kevin's still alive. Kevin Von Erich.
Yeah, Kevin Von Erich.
Yeah, that's.
In May 2006, Kevin sold the WCCW footage to Vince McMahon. I see.
Yeah.
Why did he own it? What?
I think maybe because when his father died, he might have gotten the rights since he's the son, and you know.
I see.
Or maybe it's because, I don't know, maybe it's because they need, like, some, I don't know, something like that.
At WrestleMania 25, Kevin represented the Von Erich family during their induction into the WWE Hall of Fame. That's nice.
Yeah.
It's a good little thing.
Yeah.
I wish they'd do that with some other people.
Yeah. It sucks the Hall of Fame last year didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
They were going to, but COVID fucked up the plans, and they thought, we're going to do it at SummerSlam. SummerSlam came, nothing happened. But I think this year they're going to do it.
I mean, the people that I want for the Hall of Fame are never going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Who are the people you want in the Hall of Fame?
Chris Benoit's family.
Yeah.
Ask Jericho. They need to be in there, goddammit.
Definitely. Well, also fucking, who else? Taz, if he ever gets in,
That would be cool.
Chris Jericho, I want to say, maybe?
That might be a long shot, but...
Yeah. Who
I mean,
else?
He should have been in there like 10 years ago, but whatever.
Yeah. Who else? Muda, I would say.
Muda would be cool.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if Jushin Liger is in the company, is in the Hall of Fame.
Luna Vachon in there, or no?
Luna? I think so. Luna Vachon. Oh yeah, she was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2019.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's good. The current people in the Hall of Fame that are going to be into this year's Hall of Fame are Batista, JBL, British Bulldog, Jushin Liger, Bella Twins, and the New World Order.
The Bella Twins.
Okay,
Bella Twins.
I can actually defend this because there's actually decent reason. So they because of the reality show, Total Divas, they're in the Total Bellas, which kind of brought mainstream attention to the company because the thing is that one, it airs on a big network, the E network, and two, I remember I was reading Daniel Bryan's book. He said that some people actually recognize the Bella Twins and the people from Total Divas more than they do from actual wrestling. So when you think about it, it's actually kind of a small idea to them,
That's like recognizing Hulk Hogan from Stances with Muscles instead of recognizing him from WrestleMania.
I would say Rocky 3.
Okay, fine, Rocky 3.
Okay. One person I think they should put in the Hall of Fame, it just passed my mind. Who's somebody they fucking need to put in the Hall of Fame? Andy Kaufman! Andy Kaufman, definitely. I don't know why they haven't put him in yet.
He never really did anything in WWE, but he was at least an interesting story from
Memphis.
It's like, okay,
I mean, they need to at least do it in the, celebrity thing. Although, granted, I wouldn't exactly imply the whole he didn't really do much in WWE argument, because Jushin Liger only wrestled one match in WWE, and he, was in...
I mean, he was at the very least in WCW, like... Andy Kaufman just did a thing with Jerry Lawler, and that was it.
Yeah, well, it was a very significant thing. Who else? Yeah.
Hey, remember when men wrestling women was funny?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. One day Virgil will get into the fucking Hall of Fame, I swear to God. If fucking Ed Leslie can get into the Hall of Fame, anybody can.
I mean, Ed Leslie has the benefit of being Hulk Hogan's friend, so...
Yeah, that's it.
Is that a benefit anymore?
I think it is, because he still gets to walk.
Is he still in the good eyes, or is he in the bad eyes right now?
He's been... I know his merchandise is in the company, so I think...
Right.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, remember when he was selling hosting sites?
Wait, when was this?
A little while ago. I learned about this in the first Wrestling with Regret commercials thing. And let me tell you about this commercial.
Oh my god!
Because
okay.
he's selling Hostomania, and then he
does a that was Hulk Hogan.
He does a fucking parody of Wrecking Ball. Oh,
that was with Hulk Hogan, I thought. Not fucking Buddha Beefcake.
Yeah, I was talking about how he was friends with Hogan, and then we were talking about how is Hogan still good in the eyes of the company or something.
Yeah.
But
wait, speaking, I went through his fucking.
So with the New World Order, who's all getting in with the New World Order?
Oh, X-Pac, Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
also,
how, Scott Hall was inducted as Razor Ramon, but not Scott Hall.
Yeah. One thing I found out from
hey, maybe
looking
we should do Wolfpack next.
Yeah. One thing I found out from looking at Ed Leslie's Wikipedia page, because I went through it with just out of curiosity. I'm going to read this passage because I never knew this about Ed Leslie. On November 7th, 2013, Leslie appeared at Toronto City Hall with a pair of shields and a submarine sandwich, claiming Mayor Rob Ford needed an intervention in the wake of high-profile crack cocaine scandal. Leslie offered to be Ford's angel of mercy, saying maybe if he gets his body right, he will be able to get his mind right. Security escorted him from property when it became apparent that Leslie was attempting to promote a brand of submarine sandwiches. The day before, fellow wrestler Iron Sheik tried to visit Ford and challenge him to an arm wrestling match.
I have had a lot of things talked about Rob Ford in the last couple days because one of the comedians I watch is from Toronto, so he keeps making fun of Rob Ford, who is an asshole, by the way.
It's just weird to me. It reminds me of that one scene of Clerks where it's like fucking Dante is dealing with somebody and like somebody is trying to buy a bag of thing of cigarettes and somebody comes up and says, "You're gonna buy that? Look what that does to your lungs." And then it turns out he's just somebody there trying to sell gum.
Hey, remember the Clerks TV show?
Oh, I wish that didn't get canceled. I liked the art style.
It was interesting. But speaking of Rob Ford, if we can have a little tangent.
Yeah, sure.
At some point on the morning Toronto news, he said that he has plenty to eat at home, and that was an eating pussy joke on the fucking news. This guy's a fucking idiot.
On that note, I think we should close the podcast with that.
On that bombshell, let's fucking get out of here.
Yeah, okay, bye. We'll do this in another 6 months.
Probably.
Oh, god damn it.